Hey guys, my name is Jake. Welcome to Canadian Cutting Edge, and today we're taking a look at this little tool. This is the RUK, made by Gil-Ttek, made in the United States of America, proudly, by the way. Gil-Ttek makes several items, but this is probably their most popular one. It's a little utility blade that can either be safely stowed inside or quickly pulled out for use. There's more on it than this too, so stick around. The full review's coming right now. So here it is. Looks pretty good to me. We've got some jimping back here for extra grip. You often use it this way, it's not all the way retracted. You hold it this way, push it out, use it like this, or use it like this. You push the blade out even further if you need more. It's got a nice finger choil, I guess, a finger rest spot there, and right there for your middle finger. Those are little touches, but they make a big difference for a nice secure feel in the hand. And then your third finger goes right in this little spot here. Just feels really good. Nice grip, nice and small. Your pinky doesn't, at least my hands, doesn't fit there, but works very well. The genius of this thing is this piece of aluminum right here. That's put under spring tension, so you have to push down, which moves that spring just a tiny bit. Probably can't see much of it, but you push that down and forward while you're pushing down, and that lets you pull it out to whatever length you want. And how far it goes is determined by, let's get this one all the way out. There you go. The notches in your utility blade, if you've got more notches, it works fine, but if your notches, they're this size, there's a little spot right there, and it catches in those holes. So it's easy to put a new blade in. You just get it started, and you just push it in lightly until you get to right there. So it's just nice and light. It's all free. You just push that down and push the blade over, and then there you go. It's over. Now you can just use your thumb safely. No hint of being able to cut yourself when your thumb's in this hole, so that's just fine. It's nice and safe, easy to use, and that tiny little notch is what locks it into its place. So you got two spots, basically. If you've got two notches on your utility blade, it's two spots where it locks. And that catch there is what makes sure it stays all the way in, plus the tension of the spring. If you just push it forward a little bit without pushing it down, the end of your utility blade touches that little a dimple, if you will, or opposite of a dimple, a little bump. And so the blade is safely still inside. So you have to push it down to go past that, and you just keep pushing until it clicks in spot. There you go, there or there. Very good. And I'm not going to show you cutting test or anything. It cuts as sharp as your utility blade is. You know, once it's dull, you swap it out, put in a different one. Other features that this thing has. This front piece here, that's a bottle opener. And it works pretty good to open bottles. It's got a nice curve back in here, so it catches underneath the lip of it. So that works fine. You've got a little cordage cutter right here. And when the blade is all the way back, it's in there. And your fingers can't get in there to get cut unless you've had really tiny fingers. But even my pinky, I tried really hard to get the tip of it in there. Not a chance of getting it cut. So extra feature, nice and safe. Back here, you've got a nut driver. Sorry, it's not a nut driver. It's a 1/4-inch bit driver. So these bits fit right in there, and they fit in there nice and snug. So they stay, well, anything but all the way down, they're going to stay. So you can turn most of the way, and they're not going to fall out until you go all the way vertical, then they just fall out. So I like that there's our high tolerances, so it just fits in there, and it holds in there quite nice. And again, your fingers rest in those spots there to give you good grip and security, you know, to take stuff on and off. I would have liked, and maybe would cost too much money, if they would have epoxied in a tiny little neodymium magnet right there. And that would hold the bits, all the way in there, and you just have to pull them out. Who knows, maybe in version 3, if they do another version, that's the change I'd like to have. Just a tiny little neodymium magnet in there. So that's good. And here's your lanyard hole if you want to use it for that. And this back here is your pry bar. Now, it says light duty, and I wanted to see how strong light duty was, and it worked quite well. It does have a flat front. It doesn't come to an edge. It has a flat front. And, I chewed mine up a little bit because I was using it for more than light duty. So, be that as it may. What else is on here? Well, nice features. Those 2 black spots, those are little plastic pins. And your blade edge doesn't slide on the aluminum. Your blade edge slides on those plastic pins, which helps keep your edge sharp. And so it doesn't get dull with metal rubbing on aluminum metal. So it's just a little ingenious feature, but it makes a big difference. Your edge is going to last a whole lot longer because of the plastic. So that's all there is to this thing. How much does it weigh and all that stuff? 19 grams. That's 0.7 of an ounce. Very light. You put it in your pocket, you're not even going to remember that it's there. What do we got? The length here, 8.54 centimeters, 3.362 inches. The width, 2.858 centimeters, which is 1 1/8 inches. And the thickness is 5.42 millimeters, which is 0.2135 inches. So very, very thin, light, convenient. I got mine from integrityknives.com. That's in Canada. $44.99 Canadian. The equivalent on the day that I'm recording this is $34 and 54 cents US. If you are in the United States, you buy it directly from Gil-Ttek. I guess you could buy it from Integrity Knives still, but you can buy it directly from Gil-Ttek for $35. This is aluminum, 6061 T6 aluminum, and they've anodized it, and in US dollars, that's $35. They've got a couple more colors there than they have on Integrity Knives. You can also just get it bare aluminum if you want. They have some versions with Cerakote. I think they're pretty much sold out. They've got a pink one left, 2 of a pink one. So stock is very, very low on the Cerakote, and they've got some really cool Cerakote. They've done like the American flag kind of theme version. I'd like them to do a Canadian flag version, right? Do some especially for Canada, do some stuff like that. That'd be kind of cool. And titanium. Integrity Knives doesn't have it, but Gil-Ttek sells a titanium version for $100. I don't know if you've seen my video. I did it quite a while ago on the Big Eye design. Sort of like this kind of tool where it's got utility blades in it. And that price is way up there too. So $100 US for the titanium version is not way out there. And, production's 100% made in the United States. And so that's quite good. That company's have, Gil-Ttek makes some other stuff. They do make a wallet. It's basically just for cards. It holds up to 10 credit cards or the equivalent, driver's license, card, that kind of stuff. Or they have a slim version of that too. So they got a few products, and I think they're probably going to still design some more. Integrity Knives, as of today, I'm recording this on November the 7th. They've only got the black one in stock, but who knows? I suspect they're going to have the other ones in stock before too terribly long again. So there you go. If you're curious about which blade comes with it, the blade that comes with it is TAJIMA. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. And it's the L87 VREX 2. So it's a pretty good blade that comes with it. But like I said, any utility blade will fit in here if it's got any If it's the standard sizes, it'll fit in here. I looked on the website, and the reason they designed this is because the guy found out, he's been carrying a knife. He's been EDCing. Let's see, here I got one. I just did this unboxing today. I don't know if it hasn't been published yet, but he's been carrying a knife, EDCing it all the time. But very often, and I'm the same way, at least 90% of the time, all I need to do is this to open a box. So why not use this? Use up this edge opening box, because cardboard's kind of tough on blades. Use this to cut open boxes and stuff like that. And then use this for when you really need a full-size knife, or whatever knife you want. So yeah, this thing's definitely got a place. It makes, I think, a good gift, at $44.99, 45 Canadian dollars. It's not a super low budget gift, but it's not a terrible price by any stretch. And the proof is in the pudding. They're almost sold out. So if you wanted one of these, get them while you can. I will email Integrity Knives and ask them if they know when they're going to be getting more in stock. And if I find out before I publish this video, it'll be down below in the description. Otherwise, I'll add it in the comments as soon as I know. I'll put it in the pinned comment, the very first comment that you see. It says it's easy to disassemble, but I didn't find anything about how to disassemble it. Thank you for watching my little video. Thanks for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And remember, friends, always cut towards your chum, not your thumb. Bye for now.